Okay, so that's the new Six Flags they're gonna make, right?
That's right.
And where's that studio? It's gonna be Lion Gate Studio.
Lion Gates will be right next to it. Then Bollywood Park would be right next to it.
And then Disneyland.
And Disneyland is in Abu Dhabi, and Legoland will be also in this very same area you see on the right.
Okay.
So you see all those lights?
Yeah.
This is where the construction is going on right now.
Okay.
So basically they're opening 3 of these parks in October.
Yeah.
And then Six Flags will open in, I think, 2019, if I'm not wrong.
Awesome, dude. I can't wait to go to Six Flags, man.
Yeah. And Anwar is trying his level best to get a ticket right now. But he's failing
I'm going
miserably.
below the speed limit, dude,
But he's failing miserably. And there are so many signs warning Anwar that please slow down, dude.
Yeah, man. I can't wait for Six Flags. I'm dead serious. Lionsgate Studios, which is obviously a famous studios.
Right.
A famous studio from the US, a production studio.
Right.
They're gonna come here just like MGM.
Right.
What's that? So Universal Studios in Florida.
Yeah.
They're the main competitor to Universal is obviously Lionsgate.
Right.
A lot of famous movies are made by Lionsgate.
Exactly.
So they're gonna make their own theme park here.
Exactly.
Plus Six Flags, plus Legoland, the bigger Legoland. You know, they're gonna extend it. And a lot of other attractions that they have in the pipeline.
Dubai would be an awesome place to hang around, man.
Oh, other than the awesome place it is.
Yeah, it's already pretty awesome.
Although we're on the highway right now, but that's why they put a. That's where you put a theme park, man, in the middle of nowhere on the highway, right?
Obviously, there is no other place, man. I mean, this is the only place. But come to think of it, the Dubai you see right now. Imagine how big Dubai is.
Yeah.
But Dubai is just 20% of the total land of Dubai.
Yeah, I know.
But
the Dubai we know.
Yeah, the Dubai we know, the Dubai which is under construction right now, is just 20% of the total Dubai.
Right.
Okay. I don't know if you guys can see this, but on the left you see quite a few lights. These lights are popping up in the air.
Okay.
Those lights are basically the construction and development which is going on dude, I forgot the name. Palm Jabal Ali.
Palm Jabal Ali, the new palm.
Yeah, the new palm.
Right, which is going to be full of beach houses.
Yeah. And basically, that palm is, I think, twice or 3 times the size of the regular palm.
Yeah, the normal Palm Jumeirah, the famous Palm Jumeirah.
Yeah, the famous Palm Jumeirah is much bigger than the Palm Jumeirah we see.
Right now, we're on the outskirts of Dubai in a town called Jabal Ali. Are we on Jabal Ali? Have we passed?
Yeah, we are. We're actually approaching the Jabal Ali area.
Yeah. So Jabal Ali, for those who don't live in Dubai, Jabal Ali is a town right on the outskirts of Dubai.
Right.
Right now, technically, we're in the Emirate of Dubai, but not in the city of Dubai.
Right.
We're in the towns outside of the city. Right. And then we're going to hit Jabal Ali, which is the last town.
Yeah.
Major town before Dubai City.
Before you start paying saliks, man.
Yeah, before you start paying salik.
Yeah.
And for those of you who don't live in Dubai, a salik is basically a toll.
Yeah.
Right? It's each toll costs 4 dirhams, which is $1.2. Along this along this highway. Well, when's the first salik, Sad?
The first salik will come as soon as we cross Ibn Battuta.
Yeah. So which is some distance away.
Yeah. Which is about 20 kilometers from where we are.
Right.
And the moment we cross and on this stretch of the road, we will go through at least 5 saliks.
Right.
Until we reach home.
Right. But I mean, to be fair, we're still like 50 miles away from Dubai.
Right. Exactly.
So, I mean, they're in their own right to take tolls. There are no taxes in this country. I mean, there's no income tax, there's no sales tax. So the only taxes the way they generate revenue other than from oil is from these small tolls, and it's just to maintain the highway. Right? In reasonable condition. I mean, obviously you see the highway, it's in...
So Anwar, tell me one thing. When the highway is in such awesome condition, man, then why do you take more toll, man?
I don't know, man. The reason why we're taking this route, although we can easily take the non-toll route if we wanted to, we can avoid all the tolls. The reason that we're taking this route is because we want to show our Facebook viewers, and fans the downtown Dubai, which is Sheikh Zayed Road, or at least the part of Sheikh Zayed Road that is considered the downtown where all the skyscrapers are.
Right.
I mean, the Dubai that you see in the movies and so on and so forth. That's the Dubai we want to show you, and that's why we're taking all the tolls. Although if we easily wanted to, we can avoid all the tolls. We can bypass all of this nonsense and go straight to the heart of Dubai without paying a single penny. Right? The reason why we're going this way is because we're going to cross main Sheikh Zayed Road, and we're going to pass the famous downtown financial center and all of that, where all the skyscrapers are. Right? So stick around. We're going to try to pass Ibn Battuta. We're going to show you a little bit of Ibn Battuta, which is a famous mall. Some of you who know me on Facebook, I've shown you images of Ibn Battuta Mall. It is a themed mall based on various historical journeys that the famous Ibn Battuta, that's the person that's named after, a famous traveler, he explored. So it includes Persia, India, China, Morocco, and so on. So it's a beautiful mall. Maybe next time we'll review that, right?
Yeah, obviously.
Right?
Okay, that's perfect, man.
Okay then. Okay, now towards our right, and if you see on our right, that's Ibn Battuta Mall. It'll come up ahead. Ibn Battuta Mall and Hotel, Movenpick Hotel, is a famous tourist destination. And there it is on our right. And the best thing about the Ibn Battuta Mall, although we're passing it really quickly, is that it's a themed mall. It's one of the few themed malls in the world. I mean, it's themed after various countries. And as soon as you enter, it's a huge mall. It's one of the largest malls in the world. It's themed after various countries. Every section is a different country, and the furniture, the decor, the pavement, or the floor tiles, everything is themed after that country, and it feels as if you are actually in that country. It has numerous cinemas, cinemas or movie theaters, restaurants, hotel, Movenpick Hotel. It also has grocery shopping areas. It has a grocery store, huge, one of the largest in Dubai. And a lot of families go there on the weekend just to hang around, chill, have a good time. A lot of events are held at the mall. And probably out of all of the malls in Dubai, it's one of my favorites. Personally, because I think they put in a lot of detail in the mall, and you don't see that anymore. I mean, the only detail or the love that goes into a mall that's ever gone into a mall that I've seen are in New York, and those are the older malls. They have that old class and style. That level of detail and sophistication is really rare nowadays, and that's why I appreciate the Ibn Battuta Mall. And then coming up on our left, once we cross this bridge, the overhead bridge, and in fact, they're constructing new exits for the theme parks behind that we reviewed already. To our left is Jumeirah Beach Residencies, are also known as JBR. JBR is basically an upscale neighborhood where all of the yuppies live. A yuppie means young urban, what is a yuppie? Young urban upward mobile professional, right? Basically, your single, high earning professionals live in this area. Very few families live in this area, comparatively. So you'll see a lot of studio, one-bedroom apartments.
Correct. And right opposite JBR, this area is JLT, but there's another place right behind this area called the Meadows. And this area,
why don't you get the
and this area is pretty nice. A lot of people live here, especially those who have just started their careers in Dubai. They like living here. The area is pretty nice. It's one of the best areas you can live in.
I know expensive.
It's kind of pricey. But it's a very, very nice area to live in.
Right, get a little load of JBR, get a little of JBR So you can see it's an upscale neighborhood, and it's right on the beach. That's why it's expensive. It's like literally on the beach. There are many private beaches that are exclusive to the residents of this area.
Right.
Now, so it's similar to the neighborhood I live in. I live right near the beach, so I know that you're paying a premium for where you live. Apartments over here, studio apartments over here start around 50. How much is like $1,700 a month? I think, or something like that. 6,000 dirhams a month, or to 7,000 dirhams a month for a studio.
A studio apartment would go for about 6,000 dirham a month.
Right. Which is $1,600 or something like that.
$1,600 a month, maybe.
And then all the way up for one bedroom is around 7,000 dirhams.
Right.
So that's $2,000 plus. Right.
Right.
So, I mean, it is an expensive area, but hey, you know, a lot of people choose to live here.
Okay.
A lot of single people.
The area
especially
on the right that you see, this is the Greens area, right behind these buildings. Again, this is a very nice area, a lot of apartments, and it's pretty close to downtown Dubai. So a lot of people.
Yeah. Go ahead.
A lot of people who work in Dubai close to Sheikh Zayed Road also live in this Greens area. And the best advantage of this area is that if you living on Sheikh Zayed Road, you can connect to the metro and go anywhere in Dubai.
Yeah.
So there's high accessibility.
Yeah, and another thing is the Greens area is next to Knowledge Village in the T-Com area.
Yeah.
Where my office is. If you look to the right, those twin towers, we should see twin towers somewhere. That is known as the T-Com area. The T-Com area is a free zone area which includes Internet City, Media City, Knowledge Village, and so on. And these free zones have a lot of multinationals in it. Big hitting names in Media City, CNN, BBC, CNBC, ABC, all have regional offices here. You have in Internet City big players such as Microsoft, Cisco Systems, Apple, and so on and so forth. I mean, a lot of big names here. In fact, my office is in Knowledge Village. Again, all the professionals, professors, consultants, people in academia such as myself have offices there, and it's really an exclusive area to have your office there. It's really
Okay.
And pretty much, you know, I mean, that's pretty much the first main area of development of Dubai, like the later development. And then towards our right,
or towards on our right, it's
the Mall of the Emirates.
Mall of the Emirates it's one of the prettiest malls here in Dubai, and the area on the extreme left.
Why don't you get to the right?
One sec. The place on the extreme left, this is the police training academy in Dubai, and on the right, this is Mall of the Emirates, and it has some very high-profile hotels. For example, the Kempinski Hotel, and it's a very nice mall. It has
get a load of that mall. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, and the best advantage of some of these malls, for example, Ibn Battuta or Mall of the Emirates, is that once you stop on the metro, you can exit from the metro right inside the mall.
Yeah.
So which is very convenient for anyone.
If you plan on visiting Dubai and you don't have a car, the metro system in Dubai is practically one of the best I've seen in the world. It'll stop at all the major tourist distractions, main commercial hubs, shopping hubs, residential areas, and you can take a bus from every stop. Everywhere you want to go.
I know you guys cannot see this, but this is the Gold and Diamond Park which just crossed. This is right behind the metro station. Okay, this area is pretty interesting. After the Ibn Battuta Mall on the right, this is one area where you find every single car dealership here.
Yeah.
From Lamborghinis to Ferraris to all exotic cars. They have their dealerships here. So on this one stretch of road, which is about 5 kilometers, you can get every brand in the world.
Right. Exactly.
So that would be Kia Motors. I'm just showing that. That's Kia Motors. Then you have Al Kalam. Then you have Al Khoury.
Yeah, there's a little bit of light coming through.
There are quite a few car dealerships here in this area. That's the Audi dealership on the right. I mean, you can get every car here. That's the that's the Mercedes dealership.
Yeah.
So that's one of the best places you can go if you want to buy a new or pre-owned car.
Right. And then right in the distance, I don't know if Saad can zoom into it, is the Burj Khalifa in the distance over there.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
I think let me try and zoom in.
Try and zoom in.
Okay, yeah, there it is.
Right.
If you can see on the distance, we're just approaching Burj Khalifa right now.
Right. And Burj Khalifa, maybe the audience knows or doesn't know, well, we should inform them. It is the largest building in the world.
Right.
And it was constructed back in, when was it constructed? When did construction finish? Back in 2009, I believe, 10. And it actually, one of the interesting stories behind this building is that that's around the time the financial crisis hit in Dubai. And unfortunately, the contractor, the Dubai government, ran into a little bit of trouble with funding the building. So the government of Abu Dhabi bailed them out. And it was supposed to be named something else. And they named it the Burj Khalifa because Khalifa is basically one of the titles of the Shaikh of Abu Dhabi, the King of Abu Dhabi. And you can see it right there in the background. It's pretty iconic. I mean, pretty much anywhere you in Dubai, in the distance, if it's a clear enough day and it's a clear enough road, you can actually see the Burj Khalifa from where you are. And you can pretty much tell where you are in Dubai from where you're facing the Burj Khalifa.
Exactly.
It's a landmark.
Okay, well, another interesting thing about Burj Khalifa is that it's a purpose-built building.
Yeah.
It has apartments, it has hotels, it has one of the most famous hotels, the Armani Hotel.
Right, the Armani. We've been to the Armani Hotel. We should have taken a review of that.
Yeah, we'll probably do a review pretty soon.
Yeah.
Of the Armani Hotel. There's a sky deck. There are some amazing restaurants where you can see the view of the entire city. A dinner in any of those restaurants can cost you about $200.
$200.
No, not $200. But about 250 dirham. 250 dirham.
No, 250 dirham is the minimum charge. Actually.
Yeah. So
I'm not talking about a full-blown meal. I mean the minimum charge. What he means to say is the minimum spend that you have to do if you are to enter one of these places is 250 dirhams, which is about $70.
Yeah.
And if you want a full-blown meal, it could cost anywhere up to $150.
Right.
And that's not including a couple of alcoholic beverages if you drink alcohol. It's a little expensive, but it's nice. The atmosphere is really nice.
Yeah.
And one of those restaurants, they're pretty exclusive. You have to take a lot of them are invitation only. We were invited to go to them. You have to book ahead of time, and they will actually escort you to the restaurant in the Burj Khalifa. You have to be escorted in. You have to be invited in, and they check you at every point.
Exactly. Okay, people on the right, this area is called the Business Bay. It has a lot of apartments. It's very exclusive because this area is right next to the Burj Khalifa. There are a lot of apartments, offices, and if you can see, the Burj Khalifa is right in the background. A lot of people live here. It's for example, a studio apartment can set you about $2,000 to $2,500.
Here it's expensive. Actually, I used to live here. By the way, I used to live in this area.
Yeah.
I used to live in that apartment. In fact, my apartment building should be one of the old apartments. When I first came to Dubai, I lived in one of the towers over here.
Right.
Long ago, like I don't know, it was like 4 years ago, 5 years ago, I forgot. It'll set you back a pretty penny.
Yeah.
Mostly you have top executives, company owners living in this area.
So that's the Burj Khalifa right there.
Yep.
And you see quite a few hotels being constructed right around Burj Khalifa.
Yeah. People who live in this area generally are top executives.
Right.
Or business owners, or people who have their accommodations paid for them by the company.
That's true. Okay. Now this is basically the heart of downtown. We're just crossing.
This is where all the skyscrapers and all the cliche Dubai begins. Where all they show you all the movies and all that.
This is where in every hotel you find bars, clubs. In fact, we are just approaching one of the most famous hotels here called
To the right.
the Fairmont,
Yeah.
right at the corner. It has one of the best clubs here in Dubai.
And to your right, you'll see a lot of restaurants, coffee shops, and so on. We hang around here a lot. Unfortunately, it's a little late at night. That's why it's a little dark. Our camera can't really get all of it. You have to really get inside to really understand what kind of places it is. These places over here are open till 3 a.m. or something like that. So
basically, as far as the night scene is concerned, the bars and clubs are open till 3 in the morning. Alcoholic beverages are only sold under license given to hotels. So
that's
basically,
the thing over
to
here,
drink, there are a few exceptions. But generally, alcoholic beverages are only sold in hotels. And alcoholic drinks in the UAE are one of the most expensive. So a beer can cost you about $10 to $12.
Which $10 to $12.
Which is
for a single beer. That's crazy.
Which is quite pricey.
But people in money have Dubai. People in money. No, I'm getting all tongue tied now because I'm driving. People in Dubai. And I'm not drunk. Okay, people in Dubai have money, so I mean it's really not a big deal for them. Right?
So basically, you see all the hotel chains. One thing is that these hotels will cost you about $150, $160 a night.
Which is not bad for an international city, by the way. I don't think it's all that expensive. Although, if you want to go to the Burj Al Arab, which we are not, which is not on this road, the Burj Al Arab, a presidential suite in one of the more expensive hotels in the Burj Khalifa or the Burj Al Arab will cost you $3,000 a night.
But one fun fact
all up to $10,000.
But one fun fact for all of you is that there are more than 500 hotels ranging from 1-star to 5-star here in Dubai. So there are a lot of choices. I mean, you can get something as low as $50 to as high as, like Anwar said, about $10,000 a night.
I mean, look, there's pretty much everything that suits your budget over here. I mean, if you're a student backpacker who's on a tight budget, you can find a cheap place over here. Usually, right now we didn't go into that side of the highway. We're in the Sharjah lane. Sharjah, by the way, is a separate emirate. So we've already crossed 2 emirates right now. We were in Abu Dhabi, then we crossed into Dubai. They're 2 separate emirates, 2 separate states, have you? And now we're headed to the 3rd emirate, which is Sharjah. Now Sharjah, we haven't headed to Sharjah. I mean, we're not in Sharjah yet. Still have a while to go. Sharjah is the 3rd emirate in the Dubai, Sharjah, Ajman metropolitan area, and basically the Dubai Sharjah Ajman metropolitan area is the largest metropolitan area of the UAE. In other words, it's one big blob. You're crossing really 3 emirates are blobbed into one, and you can easily cross the border into one state, let have you emirate into another one without even noticing. So what most people do is, because rents are expensive in Dubai, really expensive, a decent 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom, a 2-bedroom apartment in Bur Dubai, even in the downtown area, Bur Dubai, will set you back, about $1,500 a month or something like that, $1,600 a month. So a lot of people choose to live in Sharjah, where the rents are cheaper, and work in Dubai. The same thing that you have in New York. A lot of people live in North Jersey, West New York, on the New Jersey side, and then go to New York to work. So it's the same setup here. Right up ahead, we see the Al Garud Bridge. Al Garud Bridge is a major bridge in Dubai, connecting the creek to one side of Dubai, the other side of Dubai. The Garud Bridge is a major crossing point if you want to go into Sharjah. So we're headed towards Sharjah. That's why we're passing the Al Garud Bridge. It crosses over the Dubai Creek. And the Dubai Creek is what separates mainland Dubai from the rest of Dubai, because it's like a split city. And you can see it on your right. There are 2 major bridges that connect the one side of Dubai to the other side of Dubai. This being the one that we're passing now is Garud Bridge, and the one in the distance, if you can see that, is the Maktoum Bridge. So those are the two main bridges that you can pretty much cross from one side of Dubai to the other, and unfortunately they're all tolled routes, so you have to pay a toll, right?
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead, sir.
So basically, this is a pretty interesting area. We are
now we're
right
headed
now
to the airport too.
Yeah, basically this is one of the areas where we have the Emirates head office. On the left, although it's nighttime, but we have one of the best yacht and golf clubs here in Dubai. It's a PGA style golf course.
PGA rated, right?
PGA
so all the international tournaments.
Exactly, they happen here. It's a pretty dense area. You find all restaurants, shops, everything to fit every pocket.
Right. And in fact, on this side of Dubai, since Dubai, let me give you a little bit background of Dubai in terms of ethnicity, what kind of people really live in Dubai, work in Dubai. See, about 70%, right? I think 70% of the expatriates, those are the foreigners living in the UAE, are Indian or Pakistani or Bangladeshi. They come from the Indian subcontinent, and they usually live on this side of Dubai, which is Bur Dubai onwards. We passed Bur Dubai back before on the other side of the bridge. Now we're on the other side of Dubai, which is headed towards Al Qusais, Al Nada, and there are two Al Nadas, one on the Dubai side and one on the Sharjah side. And most of the Indian Pakistani community chooses to live in this side of town because it's obviously cheaper to live than the other more expensive areas that we pointed out. However, that doesn't mean these are actually ghetto neighborhoods that you would find in the United States. Ghettos do not exist in Dubai. There's no concept of gangbangers, graffiti everywhere and messed up neighborhood. It doesn't exist here. The only thing that really kind of determines your neighborhood is your pocket. I mean, and the only difference between these areas and the more upscale areas is what you're near, what landmark you're near. I mean, obviously the more upscale areas that we talked about, JBR, JLT, they're near the beach, so you have to pay more, right? Now these areas are near the industrial areas, a little bit near, so obviously they don't come at a premium, they come at a discount. So that's why a lot of people choose here. And on your right is the airport, right? And if you can see, you just missed it.
No,
a lot of
I just
airplanes.
got it.
Yeah, you can see the airplane. Now the interesting thing about the Sharjah road is that, I think that was an airplane. That was an aircraft passing over.
I got it on camera.
Yeah, yeah, you can see the airplanes literally right from the highway, and it's such an interesting area. You can literally almost grab the airplanes.
Right.
It has that visual effect. All right, now we're going to the underpass, and now we're going to get into I think we're slowly headed towards Al Qusais industrial area and residential area. And famous places in this area include the Mumsar Beach area, Al Mumsar Beach area, and in fact on our right is the last exit towards the Al Mumsar Beach area, which is still technically in Dubai. We're still on the Dubai side of the border. We haven't crossed the border yet. We'll cross the border in about maybe 10 minutes or something like that, or less. Until we do that, we're pretty much nearing Al Qusais. We're gonna get to the exit there soon. There's not much in Al Qusais except apartment buildings, small apartment buildings, the industrial area, and in fact half of it's empty. That's why it's cheaper to live on this side.
But I guess the biggest advantage of wherever you live, even if you live in Sharjah,
right,
minus the traffic, I mean, coming to downtown is never a problem.
Right.
You could be living in another emirate and still be in downtown Dubai in less than 25 minutes.
Right.
Similarly, a lot of
15 minutes. If you live in Al Nada, on the Sharjah side, which we're going to see Al Nada Sharjah, you can be, if there's no traffic, you can be in the downtown Dubai, Burj Khalifa in 20 minutes.
Right.
Tops.
Okay. And another advantage is that a lot of people live in Dubai, and Dubai Abu Dhabi commute is just 1 hour.
Yes, there are those people as well.
Yeah, so a lot of people live in Dubai because of the rents, because Abu Dhabi in terms of rental is pretty expensive. It's more expensive than downtown Dubai.
Yeah, because it's the capital, and you know, people over there are loaded, even more than Dubai.
Yeah.
The per capita income in Abu Dhabi is like almost $70,000, which, if you could compare it to the United States has a per capita GDP. In fact, right now we're crossing the border. We have just officially crossed the border into Sharjah. We're now officially in Sharjah.
Okay.
Right? There was a small, teeny, tiny sign. You can almost not notice it, but we're now in Sharjah. Right? And Sharjah is pretty much the bed city. I would say it's a proper city of Dubai. Everyone lives here. And then to our right is Ansar Mall. Right? We're still on the highway. Right? We have Ansar Mall. And then Safir Mall is going to come up in a couple of kilometers. Another famous mall. And they're the most probably famous. This place is pretty much famous for high-rise buildings. If you can see in the background, high-rise buildings.
Yeah. I think we'll make another video during daytime where we'll show you
properly.
Where we'll show you all of downtown Dubai, and we will show you Sharjah, and we will show you the beach. So it will give you a perspective of how the city is.
Yeah, right now it's like dead of night, and you can't really see anything.
Yeah, so it's basically almost 3 in the morning while we're coming back home.
Yeah. And as we take the exit, on our left is Safir Mall. It's right now closed because it's 3 o'clock in the morning. No one's going to be here.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, it's nuts even on a Friday. You know, they close it, I think, at 1 a.m. or midnight. I forgot. I think that's the closing for the mall on a weekend. So, right here, if you can see it just a little bit, all these high-rises. That's what Al Nada, downtown Sharjah city center, is known for high-rise buildings. I mean, 30 stories, 50-story buildings full of apartments. It's amazing. I mean, and you know what's even more amazing, Saad? All of these buildings have come up in the past 5 years alone.
Wow.
Yeah. Imagine, man. All of these apartments that you see flanking our left and right came up in the last 5 years.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's how quickly the UAE is developing. I mean, it's really amazing. It's almost something out of science fiction.
Okay.
So this is where we have to stop now until we sign off until next time. All right?
Okay.
Dubai boys. All right?